Hello. You're tuning into the episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's third topic, Fox comes out with the best running duo in the NFL. Look. Guys, let me make sure that I say this, right? The Baltimore Ravens, short of anything else, has shown the propensity to be able to run the ball. As long as Lamar Jackson is your quarterback, you are going to run the ball and run the ball extremely well. With that being said, even with weaknesses to, let's say, the offensive line, they're still going to do it at such a clip that you're not going to be able to see anybody else replicate it. And so Fox put out a list of the top, I believe, 5. And check this out. That's actually 6. But okay, the top 6. I want you to look at this list real quick. I was looking at it, I'm like, man, the Ravens are first by well over 200 yards. On top of that, the dynamic duo in the backfield for the Lions is over almost 700 yards less than the Ravens. Think about some of the run plays the Lions are putting up that everyone was talking about, listening to, everything else like that. Their duo put up 2,100 yards. Lamar and Derrick Henry put up that 2,836 yards just on the ground. And guys, this is another reason. The reason I'm showing this is because I wanted to say another reason why we could not let Henry go. We couldn't. It would have been one of the most foolish, asinine things we could have ever done. Because you're not replicating that. You're not. And I know some people are going to say, well, the year in 2019 when they rushed for the most yards, that year Lamar rushed for 1,200, right? Mark Ingram rushed for 1,000. You were rushing more than half of the time. Like over 50-something% of your plays are rushing plays. Like Lamar came in, gangbusters, everything. So think about how many guys it took to get to that number. Look at what just 2 guys are doing with those numbers. Mind you, there are games, multiple games that Lamar sat out. Multiple quarters, that he sat out. Same thing with Henry. That number could very well be 3,000. Just off of the 2 of them. The leverage and gravity that those 2 players make. Jesus God. Holy Ghost. Bro, that's why I'm saying next year, we were talking about even the offensive line, because I'm going somewhere with this. Even with the offensive line, while people were saying, do you think the offensive line gets better? If the offensive line gets better with those 2, I don't see how we lose. I really don't. I've told you guys already, I don't see Henry getting 2,000 yards. Now, the only caveat is that if the O-line goes like ape crazy. Now, if the O-line turns into a top 3 O-line in the league this year, like Falele takes a major jump forward, Voorhees takes a big jump forward, you know what I'm saying? Linderbaum's not getting pushed back into Lamar's lap, then all bets are off. Then he might rush for 2,200 yards. And then Lamar might rush for 1,100 yards. We might see the greatest backfield in NFL history. If they're already not the greatest, they will solidify themselves next year if the O-line turns up how people are thinking or hoping that they can. That's why I keep bringing up so many things when it comes to that, man. As I was looking at this, I was like, yo, the list came out. I was figuring maybe the Baltimore Ravens are going to be number 1. But that's a big jump from number 1 to number 2. Then a big fall off from number 2 to number 3. And the Lions are running the ball down people's throats. To put it into perspective. The Bucks, Commanders, I don't even look at them, right? I mean, what's his name? Saquon Barkley had 2,000 by himself. Derrick Henry had 1,900 by himself. They ran more yards than the Commanders and Bucks backfields. That's crazy. Crazy. But now but I want everyone to think about this real quick. Just think about it. With the production that Henry and Lamar is doing. This is another reason why I don't think Henry's going to get to 2,000 yards. If they get hot, Henry's going to be sitting on the bench. Kean Mitchell, Justice Hill is going to be eating off a lot of those carries because they're going to use them to finish off games. Because here's the thing, if you're blowing the person out, there's no reason to put out a big to waste Derrick Henry. If we're blowing somebody out 30, 35 points in the fourth quarter, Derrick Henry's going to the bench. It's going to be ran out by Keaton or Justice. It's no longer you have to milk the clock. You won. It's over. I don't care if they have turnovers. No one's scoring 35 points in a quarter. It's just not happening. You know what I'm saying? 30, 35 points with 9 minutes to go. Come on now, bruh. Unless your name is Jesus Christ, it's not happening. Middle name Jehovah, it's not happening. Like, it's not. That's why I don't believe it. But, bro, I was looking at this list and I'm like, dang. Nasty. And mind you, that's just between two. They're not factoring in Justice's rushing yards either. And there's a lot more rushing yards on this team. Because I think we had like 3,200 rushing yards or something like that. So when I'm saying a step forward could be something of the O-line getting a little bit better. And even if the O-line gets 10% better, I don't see with that level of production how anybody's going to be able to see us. I just don't see. There's too much leverage in the run game and that you'll be able to, heap onto the pass game. What are you going to do? If you can run the ball effectively, even when they know you're going to run it, now they can't stop the run, even when they know it's coming. Pause. And now you're throwing in outside keepers with Lamar and outside zones and everything else. Like, bro, like, I can only imagine. I can only imagine when I see your face. It's going to be nasty work, bro. Nasty work. Seriously. Like, what are you going to do to stop it? This list is crazy, bro. Crazy. 200 yards more than the second place team. And then 700 yards, around 700 yards more than the third place team. Yo, I'm going to be real with you. If the O-line starts doing that and they start doing this could be the first time you see two receivers on Baltimore have 1,000 yards each. Mark my words. If that O-line takes a jump forward and we're looking at times to let Henry sit on the bench, I'm telling you, 2,000-yard receivers is on its way. That would be Bateman's first 1,000-yard season and Zay's second. I'm telling you. Because, bro, the leverage, bro, ask any coach, how much yards that is off of two guys in the backfield. Watch his face. Just watch his face. And Lamar throw over 4,000 yards or more. It's crazy. Crazy work. But what do you guys think? Were you expecting us to be this much above everybody else? Just off of duos? And do you think we take a step forward next year or backwards for this duo based on the O-line? Let me know what you think down in the comments section, please, all right? But as always, that's an episode of The Wunderkind Show. Thank you for watching. And now we get down, we have fun, and we laugh with everything we talk about. We do what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment, guys. You know I love the comments. If you haven't already done so, check out The Wunderkind Morning Show, live Monday through Thursdays, 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. where we cover all hot topics in sports. And at the end of every show, we have a little bit of nostalgia trivia. where we bring up trivia from the 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s. So be there, guys, or be squared. Also, if you'd like to donate to the channel, help out with equipment, or just want to say, hey, great job with the content, bottom of the screen, QR code to a Cash App. Cash App located in the description of every video that we do. Name of it is money sign, The Wunderkind Show. Super easy. But that's the episode of The Wunderkind Show. This show is not just signing off. And as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Huh? Yerp.
Finish him, Daddy.
Do not